Here we go, tonight. Line 20. Here we go.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Switch. Check 99. Check 99. Go, 12. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Throwing on third. Gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And that pitch just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And not a whole lot to speak of there, as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Back to throw. Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. On 1st and 10, Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Goff. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Here we go. Line 20. Here we go. He's coming.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They go play action here on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 4-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Count. 52 to 47. Keep it out. Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to Mike. It's been a long day for you.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
Mike 20. Mike 54. Man, I got you.
On first down, Akers, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches. There's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been in an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know at the beginning of the season you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
Check 41. 3 buzz.
We're going to 53. We're going to 54. Going to 54. Right.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Mike,
There you go. Right.
3 buzz. Check.
Hey, kill. 47. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
Check.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after 1.
Check. I got it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield, too.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Hey, kill. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check three.
Here's Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Try to get it to Woods, and now it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down, Akers. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, here's Goff. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff escaping the pressure right. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To the air again, Goff. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run here with Henderson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Second down and goal. Goff. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyler Higbee. His 9th touchdown of the season as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
46. 47.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Watch the eye. Safe. Under. Motion.
Sweat. Hey. Here we go. Go to 54. Let's 26.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Go, get out there. 552. Touch 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Go to 54. Line.
Mike, zoom. Here we go.
Prescott yet again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Goff now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to take a shot at the end zone, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because
he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the 38, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Running with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
We're going to 54.
Check.
They'll run with Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Samson Abukum make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Well, the pressure gets to him again. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
3rd and long. It's gone. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, here we go. Line 8. 52. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line 8.
Wide. Get wide.
26.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
You run.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. He's going to sling. This is caught inside the 15. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
Here we go. 47.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Here we go. Kill.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. This is caught. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Single. I got 86. Switch. You go take.
Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Results in a 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is good. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. A nice little juke. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field,
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
and I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
After the sack on 1st down, Goff. That'll be caught by Kupp. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing again is gone. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
At the 31-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, watch it. Hey, let's go. Go, Brown. Brown. Brown.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 54.
Hey, my 7.
Goff now looks to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now Goff. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is.
Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
On first down, it's gone. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on second down. Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead.
I got him, man. I got him. He's mine. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Hey, here I come.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Henderson, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Finding room at the 30. 31 yards there and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott now from the 50. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Check 43.
Now Pollard. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
There we go. Wide angle.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
There we go. Going to 54. Wide angle. He's checking. He's 26.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
There we go. Wide angle.
Check 41. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
26.
This is Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Back to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Down to the final play. That's where we win in this with a dramatic finish. And I know that the field goal was going to be pretty long, but to not kick the field goal, at least take the chance to win there with 3, what did you think, partner?
You know that in pregame, as he warms up, the kicker gets with the special teams coach, and they figure out a number in both directions, all right, versus win, no win, if it's a possibility, whatever it is. And they give a number to the head coach. This is where I'm good from. Between here and here, maybe that wasn't the number he gave him today.